Go. All right. Coming off the last game, is that the type of loss you tell your team sort of just to put in the rearview mirror, sort of forget, or is that something you sort of harp on and be like, hey, this is the one you don't want to forget?
Well, you play the game and you coach the team, and whatever happens in the past, you learn lessons from it, and you move on. It's the same kind of energy as if we won, lost by 5, or lost by 40, which we just did. You have to kind of bring that same kind of consistency of purpose. I'm a winning coach. I know that we can win here. We've done it in the past. We're going to do it again. That's the mindset, and that's the goal.
You also mentioned this is sort of becoming sort of a rebuild season for you guys. Do you plan on, leaning on the younger players and the freshmen maybe? So
No.
a little bit more. No? Okay.
No, I'm ready to compete. I'm really going to compete. You compete with what you have in front of you, and we're going to play the people that earn the right to play, right? And you can rebuild, or you can move on, you can grow, and or both. And the choice is up to the student athlete. You want to be labeled a rebuild group, or you want to be a group that just said, we just reload. That's a choice that we have to make on a daily basis, and so we got a bunch of games left, and we're faced with another strong challenge in front of us, and the number 21 team in the country in NC State, who has got an incredible coach and a 1-2-3 punch. They're really good. Their big kid is really shooting the 3 ball well at 6'7", and so the challenge is enormous, and that's what's the beauty of basketball. It's life lessons. It's a microcosm of life, and you're going to be faced a big old mountain, and the mountain looks unbelievably impossible to climb until you take the first step, and the second step, and the third step. So we're going to take our steps tomorrow and see where we land.
Yeah, one more from me. You mentioned how this game has become a microcosm of life. Is sort of what you've preached since you've gotten here, and probably since you played as well. I want to go back to the first half of the road trip, the Louisville game, pregame, helping up the old man with an all decked out in Cardinals red, right? And then you're obviously coaching Syracuse, especially in a time now, maybe more divisive than ever, especially with the inauguration not too long ago. How important is it that you stay the course of who you are, right? You don't care about black, white, different colors, sort of just being true to who you are, especially for the team, and then it ended up being on social media, got pretty good interaction, so just the world seeing that, really.
That's a great statement, great question. If you lose yourself in all the things that's going on, am I a Republican, am I a Democrat, am I black, am I white, am I gay, am I straight? If you're looking left and right, you never can see forward, and I think God is forward. I think he's forward. I think he's for all people. And I just believe so much in my Lord and Savior that I see one of his children struggling. It's just a reaction that you have. The help. And I think every human's reaction is to help. It's just we don't respond to that because we go right to that left and the right thing. Republican, Democrat, black, white, gay, straight, whatever, rich, poor. And you battle that, and then you lose the moment of helping one of his children. And that's who I am to my core. This gentleman just needed to be helped, and it was the only person that could help was me. I needed to do my job, and that's, to me, what I am trying to preach to our young people is that who you are is the most authentic and most beautiful person ever. He made you perfectly for you and for him. And if you can continue to remember that, you can be whatever he has set for you because your steps are ordered, right? And I just believe that you'll get to the steps you're supposed to get to if you do his work.
At your radio show on Monday at Wegmans, you mentioned you're kind of having conversations with the university regarding NIL, future. Kind of, firstly, what is your opinion on the current landscape of college sports and how it's evolved in recent years?
It's just really it's new, right? When I came here in 1984, I think it cost $17,000 to go here, right? And now it's about $90,000, right? Yeah. And so we put some more buildings here, some more academic people here. So that changed financially, and the numbers. The dome seating is different, right? And we played at Manley Fieldhouse, and a lot of changes happen, but you can stay locked into, this is what it was yesterday, but today is what it looks like now. And in order for us to continue to get to our beautiful tomorrows, we have to kind of grow with our today. And so what is different is this NIL thing. It's like, we would have done the right thing a long time ago. We wouldn't be in this kind of palaver, and it looks really disjointed. But I think NCAA is doing the best job we can to right the wrong. if you will, and fix it. And this is what fixing it looks like. And I believe that the people that made the decisions to get us to where we are right now is doing the best that they can. And I think it has to work. And we have to be a part of the Pandora's box that's open. And I think that our administration has really done a tremendous job of making certain that we stay in the fold with everybody else in the ACC and throughout the country. So I'm just grateful for the leadership that we have.
Yeah. I'll follow up on that. NIL now is becoming a huge part of recruiting. You see it all across sports. When you look at the landscape of the ACC, right? I was just looking back a little bit earlier just about recruiting from last year. You see the Notre Dames of the world getting highly recruited players. Not to say that you guys aren't well worth Kira Scott, 4-star, and an ESPN top 100, but how much do you think the maybe lack of, and I'm not sure about the NIL, like the pot that you guys have, right? But how much does that play into recruiting when you see all other ACC teams getting 5 stars?
We're right there. We're equally yoked as they are, and so what we're going to do is get the kids that fit our cap, our character, our academic strength, and our basketball pedigree of what we teach and coach, and who can play for us, who can get coached as hard as I coach. Because everybody can't play for me. And so some of them have to go play for the other teams that's in this conference. And I think we're going to get the right kids. I think we're going to, we've done a tremendous job the first 2 years here. I think we just got to set back for something special. I'm excited about our future, and I think that we're going to be really excited about the young people that we've already got committed, and the 3 or 4 that we're going to come after real soon.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned, you talk a lot about your faith. I think that's something that I noticed just talking to you in your press conference. You talk a lot about your faith, how, it's an integral part of you. I'm curious, before, I think last week, you sort of talked about how the girls are always the women, are always at your house, just spending time with you. Do you guys do anything to like Bible study or anything like that?
No, we have a wonderful gentleman here in Pastor Will, Pastor Will Payne. He works with those guys with Fellowship of Christian Athlete, and like 5 or 6 of our young ladies are involved with that. And so that's their own choice. It's my choice to be who I am. I don't push that on anybody. I don't push anything that I am on anybody. But if you want to be around me, this is what you're going to get, this kind of faith-based and, not cleaned up totally, because, the curse words, they come out and the intensity, so I'm not hooked on phonics as well as I need to be, but I'm trying, and he knows I'm trying. And as long as you say, I repent, I think that you are forgiven 7 times 7 times 7, right? So I am who I am. They are who they are. If they want to connect with me through faith, they'll come over and communicate, and some of them do, some of them don't. But it's not like you got to be this way in order to be a student athlete under my tutelage.
Yeah, and you said Pastor Will. Do you remember the last name?
Payne.
Payne, excuse me.
Yeah.
Will Payne. I got
Will
you.
Payne. Yeah.
All right. That's all for me.
And backtracking a little bit to the previous note about like the current college landscape, the transfer portal is something you've used, you embrace bringing over players when you move from Buffalo to Syracuse. Is that something you want to continue to utilize in the future if they meet your cap standards that you've mentioned?
As far as bringing more people
Bring
from
more
Buffalo,
people in the transfer portal, is that another part?
oh yeah, we're
It's a
going to definitely
modern
hit the transfer portal hard.
Okay.
Very hard, and we are really excited about the possibilities of that. When we get to it, right now you can't do anything about that. Everybody's really excited about being where they are, but that bottom falls out around March when the season ends, and we're going to be locked on ready.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.